In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to do a complete AC service on W211 E63 AMG. This process works on any W211 Mercedes E-Class. That could be E55 AMG or E350, or if you are watching from Europe, it could be diesel, E240 or whatever. For as long as it's W211 chassis, this process works. And by complete AC service, I mean I'll show you how to get rid of stinky smell when you turn your AC on, how to improve air quality, and how to fix squeaky AC blower motor. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to Accent on Cars. If you are new to this channel, in this channel I test drive and review cars, and I also talk about cost of ownership, maintenance, and I give some practical advices such as buying advices, common issues, etc. So if that's the type of content that you are interested in, please subscribe, share, and comment, because that helps the search algorithm a lot and that helps my channel a lot. Thank you so much, and let's get started. So first of all, let's talk about why do you need to worry about the AC system? Why do you need to clean it and take care of it? Did you know that according to some studies, air quality inside the car can be 2 times worse than outside? And because we spend so much time inside the car, you do want to make sure that you are breathing clean air. You are not inhaling any mold or any bacteria. That's the reason why you have to take care of your AC system. So with that said, let's talk about how much time will it take, what tools or what chemicals you will need, and what the process is about. So this process takes about half an hour to 40 minutes, depending on how fast or slow you move. And in terms of money investment, it will cost you about 25 bucks at most, no more than that. And this is what you're gonna need. So first, you're gonna need a screwdriver with T25 bit. I hope you guys can see it. It's just a regular screwdriver with T25. You're gonna need a wrench, 10 millimeter, like this one. You're gonna need a spray like this. And before somebody asks, this is not a paid advertisement, anything, could be any. These are just the ones I happen to have. So you'll need a spray like this, or a foam for cleaning evaporator system. For fixing squeaky AC blower motor, you are also going to need a lubricant. So I'm gonna use this lubricant. It's a bicycle chain lubricant. It works great. It doesn't leave any residue. I love it and I recommend it. So let's get started. So first things first, when you open the hood or the bonnet of your W211, on the left side, on the right side, on the driver's side, there will be a plastic like this, and this is where your combination filter or cabin air filter is located. To access it, there are like this little, I don't even know what it's called, like little like things that you have to turn like this. 1, 2, and there's one more right here. Then you pull it up and it comes out. So with this plastic cover out of the way, you can see the filter housing. This is your filter housing, and all that holds it in its place is this bolt over here. And this is why you need a 10 millimeter to unscrew it. Okay, so when the bolt is removed, just pull the filter housing upwards like this from the bottom and onto yourself. There are little hinges, etc., that go around here, so be careful not to break them. And you can see that my filter has already caught some leaves and stuff, so I'm gonna clean them. But otherwise, the filter itself is pretty new. I bought it like a month ago. It's just because it's a springtime, there's a lot of pollen. You wanna clean or change or replace your filter at least once a year. I actually do it twice a year, right after the winter because of all the salt and dirt, and after springtime because of all the pollen. So in general, I want to say that I really don't like how the AC system, like a air intake system, was designed in W211, because you can see that the air is sucked from here, from under the hood area, and with filter housing like this, like it was there, filter housing sits like this, and you can see that the air is being sucked like this way. By default, you are not getting a fresh air sucked inside the engine. Like under the hood, there's always like some gasoline smell or oil smell. That's why design-wise I don't like it, and that's partially one reason why I always buy filters with activated charcoal. Okay, so you can see the top of the AC blower motor. I hope you guys can see it, and it's actually not that dark. And you can already see that the top part of it is a little rusty. You'll see it better later, but that's one of the reasons why these things make a squeaky sound. Anyway, so the first method of cleaning your AC system is taking that spray that I showed you over here. It's called Ozium. It's a great product. A lot of people recommend it. Apparently, it's an air sanitizer. So what you do is you go in your car, you turn your AC system on. There's a door, kind of like sliding kind of like door over here, which may close if your AC is in like recirculation mode. When you start your AC, you want to make sure that it's not in the air recirculation mode, and that fan over here is spinning and sucking air inside. When you do that, you spray Ozium just like this inside the system, maybe like 3 to 4 times. Don't go nuts. 3 to 4 times is more than enough. And then you run inside the car and turn the recirculation mode on so that this door closes and no more fresh air gets inside the system. And when that happens, you want to make sure that the windows and doors are closed, the recirculation is on, and most importantly, you are not in the car, because it's a chemical. You don't want to breathe that. And you let the engine and the car run for like 10 minutes in the recirculation mode, and that way Ozium recirculates through the whole system and kills all the bacteria. Okay, that's method one. If that method doesn't work, let's say if you have too dirty of a system or too much mold growing up, that may not help, and in that case you want to use the foam, and that's the method 2 that I'm going to show you now. Okay, now let's talk about the second method, which is running the cleaning foam through the system and cleaning up your evaporator. So this method is a little more involved than the first method. We'll have to run this cleaner through the evaporator. I've never used this brand in the past. I hope it's good. I used to use a brand called Klima Cleaner. That one was great. I'm not sure about this one, but we will see. Hopefully it's good. It had good reviews. So first of all, let's understand our AC system, right? So we already saw that the blower motor is somewhere over here inside the dash, and to access it, you have to access it from under the glove compartment, and I'll show it later. So the blower sucks the air from outside, and then it's directed this way. And over here under the panel, not right literally in this plastic bit, but inside the dash over here, that's where your evaporator is. And what evaporator does what it says it does. It evaporates water. The water that gets condensed later gets directed. There's like drain system somewhere over here, I think. The excess water goes through that drain system and dips under the car. This is how you see like watermarks under the car after running the AC for a little bit. Let's say you run your AC for several minutes and you never see watermarks under the car. That might be a bad sign. That might be a sign that your drain system has been clogged and you need to clean that. In that case, you will need to have the car on the lift and clean it. But that's like an extreme case. In other cases, you just need to basically dump this foam inside the evaporator. That's why we will need to remove the blower motor. Let's get started. So first of all, I want to show you where the screws are. So this is the one screw, and this is the second screw. There are 2 screws, and then this whole plastic cover should come off. And let's use our T25 and remove it. Alright guys, you can see that I've removed the 2 screws, and this plastic has already started like falling down. Don't pull it down immediately, because there's a cable over here for the glow, like for the footwell light. So just like slide this way, detach it, and then you can remove this plastic. Alright guys, so with the plastic removed, you will find another plastic cover over here. This is the last cover before you can access the blower motor. Okay, you can see that there are like more bolts over here. I think these are also T25. And before starting removing this, let's slide this cable out of the way, just like this. And then there's you have to pinch on the side, and then it slides right out. Okay, now that we have detached blower motor from the power source, we can remove these bolts and then remove this plastic bit. Once I do that, I'm gonna show you how it looks like. Okay, so now you can see the blower motor itself. This is your blower motor, and it's dark, but there are like 4 more bolts. One is over here, one is over here, and over there, and over there. So we're gonna remove them. All right guys, hopefully you can still see what I see. So this is our blower motor, and you can see, like I said, it was held in its place by 4 bolts. The reason you may have a squeaky motor is because you can see how it spins, right? Because this part and this part around here, sometimes because of the moisture, etc., gets rusty. So you may need to lubricate. Just get rid of the rust over here. Take a chain lubricant or any lubricant that's liquid and that can penetrate, and drip it over here. Don't go nuts, but just drip a little so that, you know, the spinning piece gets some lubrication. In 90% of the time, that's going to resolve your squeaky blower motor issue. It's not gonna fix it if it's burnt down or anything, but it's gonna get rid of that annoying squeaky sound each time you turn the AC on and off. Okay guys, you can see that the coolant that's in the box comes with a hose like this. So you're gonna remove the top, put it over here, insert this tube inside the system towards the evaporator, and then empty the can all the way. And before you do that, actually make sure that you cover this piece, this part over here. Make sure that you cover this place, and make sure you cover this connectors just in case, so they don't get soaked. Alright, I hope you guys can see it. The water actually started dripping from the bottom of the car. Here you go. That's a good sign, because now I know that I got to the evaporator and it's dripping down from there, and that my system is not clogged, and hopefully this foam is gonna wash out all the bacteria and mold that may have built up in the system. Alright, I hope this video was informative guys, and I'm sorry I know I look like shit. I'm very sweaty, it's a hot day, and the method 2 was definitely harder because it's a tight space. You have to like stand in this like awkward position and work upside down, but it's most effective way. The first method, which is like spraying ozone, may also help if you have a clean system already, but if you have a more like dirtier system, then the foam method is the right way. My system was just like great because I repeat this process once a year on all my cars, and I did not have any odor or smell, so I mostly did this video just so I could show it to you. And now what we're gonna do is like we're gonna just wait for like 10 minutes at most, and wait for the foam to kind of like, you know, wash out the system, drip all the way from the bottom, and then we're gonna reassemble everything back, turn the AC on, at first at a slow speed so any residue foam doesn't come on your face, at slow speed, and then I'm gonna let it run on the high speed, and that should be it. I hope this video was helpful. Please subscribe, like, and share to show that you appreciate everything that I do and to help the channel, and also to see the future episode. Thank you so much. Bye.